In need of a trusted, professional, and experienced insurance agent? The things you've worked hard for deserve more than 15 minutes when it comes to insuring them. Let the team at Bleecker Insurance Services take the time necessary to best protect those investments at the lowest cost available to you. For over 50 years, Bleecker Insurance has represented the most respected companies in the business, and by continuing to add companies like Fremont Insurance, they promise to deliver the results you deserve at a cost you can afford. Visit BleeckerInsurance.com for a free quote today.
There are things you plan for and they never happen. And there are things you never planned for, but they happen anyway. That can be the worst kind of thing to happen. Like a windshield with a crack or a windshield with an itty-bitty chip that will definitely become a big crack as Michigan winter rages on. Who has time for that? A1 Auto Glass. They're reliable, they're local, and they're locally owned. They come to you, and you can get up to $100 rebate on your deductible and a lifetime warranty on installation. A crack? A chip? Call 832-0092, 832-0092.
Bing, bang, boom. Before you know it, Michigan winter hits hard. But the cold, snow, and ice don't hit you the hardest. They hit your car the hardest. So get to Ferris Auto Sales and Service of Big Rapids. Let Adam and his crew of Napa-certified technicians get your car tuned up and ready to handle the coming weather. Heat, windows, tires, brakes, wipers, oil, transmissions. They do it all. Ferris Auto Sales and Service means the best service quality. Napa service means the best parts. Trust Ferris Auto Sales and Service of Big Rapids. Northland Drive, just north of the airport.
Amtech, Heidecker, Craft Tube, these are just a few of the local businesses actively hiring welders. Misiola Tech, affordable education for adults, provides industry-recognized credentials to get you hired as soon as possible by local businesses in demand. Learn stick, MIG and TIG, and advanced welding from experienced teachers for a very affordable price with financing opportunities for almost everyone in their circumstances. Misiola Tech helps successfully change careers. Misiola Tech helps successfully enhance careers. Visit misiolatech.org for more information. That's MECEOLAtech.org.
Make Thursday night pizza night and get your pizza half off at Big Rapids Bowling Center from 4 to 10 p.m. Or choose from their full menu and carry out or dine in. Big Rapids Bowling Center would love to host your next special event or birthday party. BRBC is open Sunday, noon to 9 p.m., Monday, 2 p.m. to 12 a.m., and Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 12 a.m. They're located on 3rd Avenue on the east side of Big Rapids. For the coldest beer in town, choose Big Rapids Bowling Center. Like and follow them on Facebook. Call 231-598-9344.
Stuck between identities, Douglas Quaid must solve the one mystery that has come to define him.
Who am I? And why is my truck's brakes sound louder than a Westinghouse M27 phase plasma pulse rifle?
Fortunately, his answers would come from a familiar ally.
Of course, Johnson's Automotive. Committed and honest quality work. They fix foreign cars too.
But the race was on.
You think you can beat me? I am the law.
Johnson's Automotive, now showing off Northland Drive, just north of Big Rapids, and always online at johnsonsautopr.com.
Not everyone learns best in a traditional classroom or has the time, resources, or family lifestyle to attend a school. Big Rapids Virtual School offers flexible hybrid learning options for all students from kindergarten through graduation. For 8 years, BRVS has offered an alternative path to high school graduation. COVID challenged us to expand our learning options for all students. Learning can happen at any time, any place, any way, and at any pace. Our program is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with hybrid supports available however you need them, in person and online for all students, grades K-12. Whether you have attended traditional school or are a homeschool family looking to take advantage of the many proven BRVS resources, find us on our webpage for more information and ask how BRVS might support your learning. Go online to brps.org/K12virtual.
For over 70 years, MEMIC has been protecting educational employees and their families with the most affordable insurance. They provide educators exclusive auto, home, and umbrella coverage. Helping you understand insurance is what they do best. MEMIC has set the standard for above and beyond service, and they look to build a relationship of trust between you and them. Your local agent, Eric Dahm, has been working with MEMIC for 20 years. Call them today at 231-592-4660, 231-592-4660. MOTA, Mecosta Osceola Transit Authority. They're here. They're everywhere. Available with a phone call to take you here to there, including connections to Isabella and Wexford County, Yates and Clare, shopping trips, meetings, appointments, visits, Monday through Saturday. A MOTA Green and Gold bus can take you where you need to go for as little as $2 with discounts for seniors, veterans, and kids. Call 796-4896 for availability and to confirm your rate. Just call 231-796-MOTA. 796-MOTA.
Care Big Rapids is hiring certified nurses assistants. Competitive pay, benefits including 401k match, dental, vision, PTO, and much more. Visit ultracareonline.com and click the Careers tab in the top right to apply. Join the UltraCare family today.
UltraCare of Big Rapids Spectrum Health, just a few local employers actively hiring CNAs. Misiola Tech Affordable Education for Adults provides industry-recognized credentials to get you hired as soon as possible by local businesses in demand. Become a CNA, an EMT, a medical first responder. Learn from experienced teachers for a very affordable price with financing opportunities for almost everyone in their circumstances. Misiola Tech helps successfully change careers. Misiola Tech helps successfully enhance careers. Visit misiolatech.org for more information. That's MECEOLATech.org.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
It's not that the guys up front at Quality Car and Truck Repair don't like talking with you, but if it's easier or faster for you to make an appointment online for maintenance or repairs, just visit QualityCarAndTruckRepair.com. Quality Car and Truck Repair, 220th Avenue off Perry, just west of 131 Big Rapids.
They say lightning doesn't strike twice, but they were wrong.
I can't believe my car's struck by lightning twice. Now it doesn't start again.
Thankfully, the NAPA-certified techs at Johnson's Automotive in Big Rapids can fix electrical systems and starters, so our hero can get back on the road quickly.
Wow, it's almost like a total recall. Thankfully, I don't have to be a running man anymore.
Johnson's Automotive, fixing all 4 vehicles. Northland Drive, just south of the airport, Big Rapids.
Oh, my back!
Your back is acting up again. The muscles are sore and stiff. You can hardly bend. Try Ferris Auto Sales and Service to replace your shocks and struts. When you've worn out shocks and struts, the smallest potholes can jar your spine. The smallest bumps can bend your head, flying back into the roof of the car. Don't get CTE and have back pain. Visit the NAPA certified techs at Ferris Auto Sales and Service of Big Rapids. They'll get you cruising along pain-free in no time. Ferris Auto Sales and Service, just north of Big Rapids, your Napa Service Center.
Welcome into Ferris State Ice Arena here in Big Rapids for the Big Rapids Christmas Tournament. A little bit of a shake-up as yesterday the game against the Sioux Blue Devils was postponed to tomorrow night because of a situation in the Sioux area, a threat at a middle school that then the superintendent canceled all school activities for the day. So Sioux came down to play today. They'll play tonight against the team that beat Freeland Nouvelle. That would be the Jackson Lumen Christie. They beat Freeland Nouvelle or FNV Freeland Nouvelle Valley Lutheran. They beat them yesterday 6-2. So FNV, the Griffins, against your Big Rapids Cardinals here on this Saturday night. Late December in Michigan. Perfect time for hockey. Kidder, Welch, and Pippin, your starting line for Kidder, Pippin, and Flax, your starting line for the Cardinals as they dump it in. They have Brogan Jones on the back end with Jack Balahowski. We have it. We have
stoppage of play here, and sorry for the technical difficulties. We're now getting set with everything. So we got 15 minutes left in the first period, so just 2 minutes by and just a couple chances back and forth. The Freeland Nouvelle Valley Lutheran Griffins in black playing your Big Rapids Cardinals in white as the Griffins break the puck out of their zone and Balahoski jumps the pass, so it just gets tipped to the neutral zone. But welcome in. Josh Baker here with the Big Rapids Cardinal Hockey in the Big Rapids Christmas Tournament here in Michigan on this Saturday, December evening. A little bit of a shakeup in the scheduling as yesterday the Sioux Blue Devils were unable to make it down due to a threat at an area school in the Sioux area and the superintendent canceling all school activities, but the team has made it down today. They will play the Jackson Lumen Christie team at 8 o'clock as FNV lost to them yesterday 6-2. So FNV plays the Cardinals, and that's what we got going on right now. A big collision down in deep, and looked like Balahoski took a hard run into the boards. A puck off of the stick of Flax, so no icing here down into the Griffin zone. Starting goaltenders for these two teams, Aite Sowa, the junior for FNV, and of course Evan Bowen, the starting goaltender for your Cardinals. As the puck's down deep, Cardinals working for it, and it gets broken out to the top of the circle, and Pippin punches it back down. Pippin out there with Flax and Kidder, and back on the blue line Leiter as that one goes for icing. Leiter with Bome right now. And we'll take a look at your starting goaltenders. Sowa for the Griffins, a 1-3-0 record so far with a 5.47 goals against average and 8.15 save percentage. And Evan Bowen for your Cardinals, 2-5-0, 3.93 goals against average with an 8.48 save percentage. Face-off one back to Pippin, and he has it knocked off his stick. It goes to nobody on the far boards. Puck out to the neutral zone, and picking that up is the Griffins, breaking their way into the zone. A little toe drag, but it's off the stick of Dvorak and down behind the net. Griffins working with it. Shot goes wide past Bowen's glove and out to the blue line. Kept back down to the circle. Quick shot again, and that one off of the blocker. Bowen didn't know where it was. It was bouncing in front of him. Clears it behind the net. Flipped out, and now Kidder will get it at the hash mark. Banks it off the boards, but gets intercepted by a Griffin, and now Bome picks that pass off and gets it across the neutral zone and down into the Griffin zone. Change there, and that one off of a skate of the fifth man, so no too many men, also accidental, but now the Griffins have on turnover. Just on side, shot gets tipped high. Working at it at the hash mark. Top of the circle now, and Balahoski, dangling through his own man, finds a man on the far side. That's Welch, the goal scorer leader for the Cardinals, as he gets tied up behind the net, working for it with it in his feet. So far this season, Welch, 8 goals and 2 assists for 10 points, leading the team in goals and points through their first 7 games. Poke at the neutral zone, and Welch has it again. He dumps it in. Had a 4-goal game last time we were here in Big Rapids against St. Mary's, and also had an OT winner, as now a penalty will be called, an interference call on Zach Jones, and he gets a little bit of a chop afterwards as he went and hit number 10, Chris Morgan, before the puck even got to him. And he tried to jump the play early and get there and make the big play, but was just a little bit too early, and he'll go to the box, I believe, for roughing. .24 left in the first period, and we'll head to the first power play of the game for either team, and it goes for the Griffins. It's Zach Jones for roughing. Face off. Gets won by the Griffins, but now a loose puck gets chipped to the blue line, saved in by McKinstry. He finds a man on the other side for Kingsbury, who has a shot blocked. And now here's a chance for Pippin. He blocked the shot and now has a breakaway. Going down on his forehand side, loses the puck and slides into the net, and that will stop the play. Nice back check there by McKinstry to get positioning. Didn't really let Pippin move to the inside, and it rolled off his stick to the right of the net, and he went right past the goalie, Sowa, and into the net and taking it off of the goal line. .12:03 in the first, a minute 40. Play will come back outside as it was the Cardinals player that knocked the net off the line, so it caused a stoppage, so it'll come out of the attacking zone. Tie up, won by the Griffins. They move the puck through the neutral zone. Wheatley finds a man on the near side. That's Simerson, the goal and point leader for the Griffins. Kidder gets a loose puck, and he's breaking out the far side of the neutral zone. Just gets near the red line and chips it in deep. No icing on the penalty kill. For the Griffins is now a 2-on-1 developing. A shot from the far side, and he scores. Nice left-handed shot there by Joey Lefebvre as he goes far side over the glove. And a power play goal and a 1-0 lead for Freeland Nouvelle Valley Lutheran here in the first period with 11:33 remaining. Lefebvre on the goal, no assist that I heard announced, so we'll just leave it as an unassisted goal for now. But back to 5-on-5. Bigford in there on the faceoff, and he loses it to Atkin as the shot goes off the stick of Bowen and way up high into the netting for a stoppage. Power play goal gets the lead for the Griffins here in the first period. 11:27 left. Another face-off in the attacking zone for Freeland Nouvelle. And that shot goes all the way around the boards and picked off by a D-man at the top of the circle. Griffins keep it down low. Balahoski with it. Tries to go around his net. Has one man on him lifting his stick. He moves it for Martin, but it goes past him and out to the point where McKinstry just throws it in deep. LaBelle down in the corner for the Griffins. Has 3 white jerseys around him, and Balahoski comes out with it. For Welch on the far boards. Makes a pass for Martin, and now he gets it through the neutral zone. Kicks it around in his skates and gets it deep. Change for the Griffins. Beaumay comes in and lays a big hit down there on Dowd. Beaumay gets the puck now at the red line and looks for an opening. He has one. He's going far side. Little nice dangle move around a defenseman and has it in the corner. Tries to throw it out front. It's tipped down low. Battling for it now is Somsel. Puck goes out to the blue line and past the stick of Carter Leiter, and now Beaumay back to retrieve. Young just chips it at the red line, and now they'll all go in for a change. 10:15 left in the first. Breakout pass near side for Morgan. Broken up by Daum, and she throws it back into the Griffin zone. Griffins change sides of the ice and now break it in as Alex Dieter with it, shoots it high and wide, and it'll come all the way out to the blue line and out of the zone. Griffins will reset. Pass to the middle for Morgan. Flips it in deep. Morgan and Zamora chasing in there for the Griffins. Puck still down low, a couple bodies flying back and forth. Daum and Zamora, a pair of sevens down there working. Zamora goes down to his knees, gets back up, and the puck on Morgan's stick, but he turns it over for Balahoski, who tries to find Pippin on the near side. Gets it in deep. Working still, has a man on him, shoved from the behind. And now he gets it out to the blue line. Beaumay with a little sidestep move and just a backhand on net, sticked away by Sowa. Flax chips it in deep, and Pippin with the steal there, and now the pass just splits the two at the blue line of Beaumay and Bigford. And now Leiter throws it in, and the Cardinals tag up. Bigford, the lone attacker, goes in hard, makes him make a pass, and now a stretch pass to the near side, picked off by Beaumay. Welch with the puck in deep, blocks it with his shin pads, and now goes to work in the corner. Out to Beaumay at the hash mark. He loses it, and breaking out of the zone is Simerson. He has that off his stick, and Beaumay throws it off the shin pads of Martin. Welch brings it back into the zone, so it's on sides. And then thrown back in by Kingsbury. Beaumay has a man on him. Backhand pass for Leiter. Back down low, and he has his pocket picked, and then out with the paddle goes Bowen just to stop it. And with the Trapper freezes it with 8:24 left in the first. Shot into the glove, and Bome freezes that one. Easy save for Bowen. Not Bome, correction. Bome, the defenseman, the forward defenseman. Blashill shouting out some orders, has a man move over, and Logan Leiter, and now the puck at the blue line gets shot, and that one's picked off, probably going high, but just into the glove of Bowen, and another whistle. Puck out to the blue line again, saved in by the Griffins, and they'll throw it in deep. Cardinals breaking it out, and they find a man on the near side. That's Blanchard getting in through the neutral zone and shooting it, and it's off of the glove of Soa, and he couldn't control the rebound, and no one swats it down low. Now the Griffins moving up the far side, saved there by Leiter, but not for long as the Griffins break it out, crossing the Bulldog at neutral ice and throwing it in deep. Carter Leiter with it on the far hash mark. Throws it across, almost picked off, but goes for nobody, and now just trying to get it out of the zone. Bome and Flax in tight against the glass. And now Flax finds Pippin on the far side, and he'll just shoot it in for someone to go chase. That's Kidder. He'll get it at the near hash mark and dump it down low. Flax going in to attack, and the Griffins shoot it around and out to the face-off dot, but now that one just goes trailing into the goaltender Soa, freezes it for a whistle. 7:11 left in the first, 1-0 the score for FNV over Big Rapids. So with the scheduling changes, FNV and Big Rapids right now, and then after this game is played, it'll be Jackson LC against the Sioux Blue Devils, and then the Sioux will play Big Rapids tomorrow at 7 p.m. Griffins win the face-off and throw it around. And because of these scheduling changes, there's no consolation or championship game anymore. They're just playing 2 games apiece in the name of the Christmas spirit, I guess. 7 minutes left in the first. The puck gets thrown in and chipped down deep, no icing, as the Cardinals get a change. Out comes Martin, Balahoski, and Bigford for the Cardinals to be out there with Pippin and Bome, who now go off the ice. Welch and Brogan Jones come out. Balahoski with it, finds Bigford near side. Loses the puck, and it's broken up, and that's offsides as carrying it into the zone. Dvorak with his line mate off. Will stop play. 6:33 left in the first period here at Ferris State Ice Arena. Griffins get it in the zone, but it's blocked by a shin pad, and now the Cardinals with it. Luke Welch looking for a man, finds Bigford, and now Bigford just backhands it, trying to get to Martin, but passes it to a Griffin defenseman, and now the Griffins counterattack. Throws it around the near side and off a skate at the blue line. That goes just across, so the Griffins will have to tag up. They do so, and Jones with it behind the net. Looks for a breakout pass and just goes high off the glass. Welch trying to tap it down, just missed it. And Adam Dieter will throw it in for the Griffins. Adam Dieter and Alex Dieter, the senior twins for FNV. Balahoski with it behind the net. Throws it off the boards, and that will go out all the way to Wheatley. He'll go D to D all the way to O'Grady. Back to Wheatley with the 1-2-2 forecheck for the Cardinals. And Bome tries to break up the pass, but it gets through everyone and eventually gets chipped into the Cardinals' zone. Now with it, LaBelle gets checked at the top of the circle. Young digging for it, trying to get it out, and that shot goes wide to the near corner. Bodied by Blanchard, and the puck now in the feet of a couple players down there. And chipped out, and now gloved out by Jones, using everything he can to just get the puck out of the zone. Griffins throw it back in, just gloved by Bowen, and he elects to not play it. 5:02 left in the first period. So this is the first game for the Cardinals. They'll have another one tomorrow, but this is the second game for FNV, and it'll be the second game for Jackson LC tonight. they'll be done, both those teams. But the Sioux will stay in town for another night and play the Cardinals tomorrow. Had that matchup last week in Gaylord. Coach Blashill been studying the tape and trying to prepare his team for that game. Has another couple of days to do so. Shot tipped off of a stick by the Griffins and goes to the far corner. Falling down there as Leiter was trying to make a quick turn and lost his edging. And the puck goes out to the slot, but off a skate of Pippin, and he corrals it. Finds Kidder in the neutral zone. He goes wide, Pippin with him. He tries to throw it across, and just off a skate of a Griffin defenseman, that's Mulder. And now a 2-on-2 back the other way. Nice body there on Zamora by Brogan Jones. He does it again, so down in the corner. And a little bit of a cross-check in the back by Kidder, and trying to play a little rough on Chris Morgan. And now with the puck just loose underneath some people, they blow the play dead and don't want any more extracurricular to develop. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first. And a change for a couple of the Griffins and a couple of Cardinals as well. A couple close opportunities, but nothing real good so far for the Cardinals in these 11 minutes or 12 minutes or so. Saved by Bowen. And Jones has the rebound, but fighting for it in a 2-on-2 battle down there in the corner. Griffins in the black, Cardinals in the white. Around the net goes a Griffin, finds a man out at the point. That's Dieter with it, looking for a shot, but elects to pass. Slap shot, and that gets tipped, and what a save by Bowen. It's still loose. The whistle's blown dead as that shot was to the right of Bowen and got tipped, and like a short hop at the second base or shortstop positioning, he picked it. Didn't get it cleanly. It was still loose around there, but just fell down on his back and kept his body in front of it. Nice job by Evan Bowen. 3:52 left in the first. Face off, tied up, and Cardinals trying to poke it out. No one really has control yet, and now it's to the slot, but only Blanchard there as he flips it off the glass. Kicked in and saved by McKinstry at the blue line for the Griffins. Goes cross ice to Jones. Has Balahowski back behind the net. He finds him, and then he goes back to Jones to relieve the pressure. Jones has it turned over, and now digging in the corner. Comes around the near side. Down goes McKinstry, takes a hit, but gets it deep. Puck loose out to the blue line. Another shot there, and it gets stick to the glass by Bowen. Balahowski with it. Using his wheels and trying to go through the neutral zone. Cuts through two guys, still bouncing puck, and the last one chops it out. Now counterattack is Connor Dvorak in all alone, 1-on-3. Just takes a shot from the side and misses blocker. Goes out to the neutral zone as the Griffins change. They throw it in off sides right now, so they'll tag up. Bowen stops it for his defenseman, Bome. Has Young near side, but elects to go back across to Balahowski. Quick pass out to the slot, and now it's loose for Griffin, but off of the stick, and looks like maybe his wrist got slashed a little bit, and accidentally when the sticks got caught up and going to the bench was Dvorak for the Griffins. It's now a loose puck down low. Griffins make the play first out front, and the shot scored. Turnover back behind the net as Bowen went to stop the puck, and then no one got there to help support him. So the Griffins got it, and it looks like they found Lefevre, and he'll get his second goal of the game. 2-0, 2:24 left in the first. Looks like Lefevre from, not sure who else was out there with him. Maybe Simerson. Saw a single-digit number down low. Bome flips it in and just paddled away by Sola. Simerson on the assist. Far hash mark and pinching in Bigford. Battle ensues, and the Griffins get it out. Bome, the last Cardinal, gets it and throws it in for Bigford, who gets it across the blue line. So second goal for Lefevre and an assist for the leading point getter for the Griffins in Simerson, and now another power play as Griffins chipped the puck past, and Daum accidentally got her skate out and tripped up the player, and we'll head to the box. 1:50 left in the first period, and another penalty kill for the Cardinals. This time Daum for tripping. Lefevre now up to 5 goals and an assist in his 7th game. 7th assist for Simerson to go with his 11 goals for 18-point mark in his 8th. Trying to get the right personnel on the ice are the Griffins. They'll have the entire period for a power play if they need it. Cardinals win it and throw it all the way down the ice. This will kill time off early as Soa stops it and plays it for Simerson. Simerson, the big goal-scoring and productive forward, plays the blue line on the power play. Dvorak on the near or far side works his way in and shot and runs over Bowen, and now a bunch of Cardinals come in to protect their goaltender, but not much after the whistle. Linesman and one of the referees getting in the way there. And now the back official signaling that the play comes outside as the defensemen for the Griffins go past the top of the circle, so the play comes out. That's the correct call. The attacking defenseman cannot cross the top of the circle and go in for a scrum after the whistle. Otherwise, the play comes back outside. So good call by the back official there, and the face-off out at the offside dot. Won by the Cardinals. And Jones throws it off of the boards, and Simerson stops it in the neutral zone. They break the puck into the zone. It's another chance for Jones. This one high off the glass. There you go. That's a good job. Gets it off the glass, and it kicks off the dasher at the score box and goes down in the Griffin zone. 1:08 in the period, 1:18 in the power play. Dvorak dangling through and shoots it off the mask of Bowen, and now Bowen's mask falls off of his head, so a stoppage of play. 10 seconds between the game clock and the penalty clock. So 1:03 left in the period, 1:13 on the power play. Five on four, and the Griffins win the faceoff in the attacking zone. McKinstry has it near side blue line, finds a man down low, back to McKinstry. Works from the blue line, shot blocked by Somsel, and it clears the zone. Thunderous applause from the Cardinal bench. And a hit by Beaumais there to break the puck up as it was off the stick of Dieter. And now he throws it off of the stick of Somsel. It probably would have gotten most of the way down the ice, but Somsel kind of kept it close by tipping it. And now Dieter with a shot off the blocker and out of play up into the protective netting behind Bowen. 32.3 left in the period. Kidder on the face-off. He'll face Dvorak. And it's in the feet of both players, and the Griffins pull it out and gets across the blue line, so they'll have to reset. Back and forth between Wheatley and Simerson, and Wheatley dumps it in. Down goes Beaumais. They're offside, so retreating is Morgan, and the Cardinals will have lots of time to just kill off. 15 seconds left in the period. They get it out. Pippin trying to get through the zone and gets upended by Morgan, who goes for the low hip check and gets underneath Pippin, and that shot gets that clearance gets blocked by Kidder down low, and then a shove in the back and a little bit of a punch to the back of the head by Simerson on Kidder, and nothing there as the period ends, and 10 seconds left on the penalty clock as we head to intermission. 2-0 Griffins as Lefevre gets a pair for the Griffins, and we'll take a intermission break and come back to break down that last period. You're watching Big Rapids Cardinal Hockey here on YouTube.
In need of a trusted, professional, and experienced insurance agent? The things you've worked hard for deserve more than 15 minutes when it comes to insuring them. Let the team at Bleecker Insurance Services take the time necessary to best protect those investments at the lowest cost available to you. For over 50 years, Bleecker Insurance has represented the most respected companies in the business, and by continuing to add companies like Fremont Insurance, they promise to deliver the results you deserve at a cost you can afford. Visit BleeckerInsurance.com for a free quote today.
Listen to Detroit Lions football all season long on News Radio 1460 and 107.7 FM WBRN.
MOTA, Mecosta Osceola Transit Authority. They're here. They're everywhere. Available with a phone call to take you here to there, including connections to Isabella and Wexford County, Yates and Clare, shopping trips, meetings, appointments, visits, Monday through Saturday. A MOTA green and gold bus can take you where you need to go for as little as $2 with discounts for seniors, veterans, and kids. Call 796-4896 for availability and to confirm your rate. Just call 231-796-MOTA, 796-MOTA.
Make Thursday night pizza night and get your pizza half off at Big Rapids Bowling Center from 4 to 10 p.m. Or choose from their full menu and carry out or dine in. Big Rapids Bowling Center would love to host your next special event or birthday party. BRBC is open Sunday, noon to 9 p.m., Monday, 2 p.m. to 12 a.m., and Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 12 a.m. They're located on 3rd Avenue on the east side of Big Rapids. For the coldest beer in town, choose Big Rapids Bowling Center. Like and follow them on Facebook. Call 231-598-9344. Bing, bang, boom. Before you know it, Michigan winter hits hard. But the cold, snow, and ice don't hit you the hardest. They hit your car the hardest. So get to Ferris Auto Sales and Service of Big Rapids. Let Adam and his crew of Napa certified technicians get your car tuned up and ready to handle the coming weather. Heat, windows, tires, brakes, wipers, oil, transmissions. They do it all. Ferris Auto Sales and Service means the best service quality. Napa service means the best parts. Trust Ferris Auto Sales and Service of Big Rapids. Northland Drive, just north of the airport.
Ultracare of Big Rapids, Spectrum Health, just a few local employers actively hiring CNAs. Misiola Tech Affordable Education for Adults provides industry-recognized credentials to get you hired as soon as possible by local businesses in demand. Become a CNA, an EMT, a medical first responder. Learn from experienced teachers for a very affordable price with financing opportunities for almost everyone in their circumstances. Misiola Tech helps successfully change careers. Misiola Tech helps successfully enhance careers. Visit misiolatech.org for more information. That's MECEOLAtech.org.
Ultracare Big Rapids is hiring certified nurses assistants. Competitive pay, benefits including 401k match, dental, vision, PTO, and much more. Visit ultracareonline.com and click the Careers tab in the top right to apply. Join the Ultracare family today.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
It's not that the guys up front at Quality Car and Truck Repair don't like talking with you, but if it's easier or faster for you to make an appointment online for maintenance or repairs, just visit QualityCarAndTruckRepair.com. Quality Car and Truck Repair, 220th Avenue off Perry, just west of 131 Big Rapids.
Follow all season long, every game, every minute on News Radio 1460, 107.7 WBRN.
Not everyone learns best in a traditional classroom or has the time, resources, or family lifestyle to attend a school. Big Rapids Virtual School offers flexible hybrid learning options for all students from kindergarten through graduation. For 8 years, BRVS has offered an alternative path to high school graduation. COVID challenged us to expand our learning options for all students. Learning can happen at any time, any place, any way, and at any pace. Our program is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with hybrid supports available however you need them, in person and online for all students.
In need of a trusted, professional, and experienced insurance agent? The things you've worked hard for deserve more than 15 minutes when it comes to insuring them. Let the team at Bleecker Insurance Services take the time necessary to best protect those investments at the lowest cost available to you. For over 50 years, Bleecker Insurance has represented the most respected companies in the business, and by continuing to add companies like Fremont Insurance, they promise to deliver the results you deserve at a cost you can afford. Visit BleeckerInsurance.com for a free quote today.
Listen to Detroit Lions football all season long on News Radio 1460 and 107.7 FM WBRN.
MOTA, Mecosta Osceola Transit Authority. They're here. They're everywhere. Available with a phone call to take you here to there, including connections to Isabella and Wexford County, Yates and Clare, shopping trips, meetings, appointments, visits, Monday through Saturday. A MOTA green and gold bus can take you where you need to go for as little as $2 with discounts for seniors, veterans, and kids. Call 796-4896 for availability and to confirm your rate. Just call 231-796-MOTA, 796-MOTA.
Make Thursday night pizza night and get your pizza half off at Big Rapids Bowling Center from 4 to 10 p.m. Or choose from their full menu and carry out or dine in. Big Rapids Bowling Center would love to host your next special event or birthday party. BRBC is open Sunday, noon to 9 p.m., Monday, 2 p.m. and Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 12 a.m. They're located on 3rd Avenue on the east side of Big Rapids. For the coldest beer in town, choose Big Rapids Bowling Center. Like and follow them on Facebook. Call 231-598-9344. Bing, bang, boom. Before you know it, Michigan winter hits hard. But the cold, snow, and ice don't hit you the hardest. They hit your car the hardest. So get to Ferris Auto Sales and Service of Big Rapids. Let Adam and his crew of Napa-certified technicians get your car tuned up and ready to handle the coming weather. Heat, windows, tires, brakes, wipers, oil, transmissions. They do it all. Ferris Auto Sales and Service means the best service quality. Napa service means the best parts. Trust Ferris Auto Sales and Service of Big Rapids. Northland Drive, just north of the airport.
UltraCare of Big Rapids, Spectrum Health, just a few local employers actively hiring CNAs. Misiola Tech Affordable Education for Adults provides industry-recognized credentials to get you hired as soon as possible by local businesses in demand. Become a CNA, an EMT, a medical first responder. Learn from experienced teachers for a very affordable price with financing opportunities for almost everyone in their circumstances. Misiola Tech helps successfully change careers. Misiola Tech helps successfully enhance careers. Visit misiolatech.org for more information. That's MECEOLATech.org.
UltraCare Big Rapids is hiring certified nurses assistants. Competitive pay, benefits including 401k match, dental, vision, PTO, and much more. Visit ultracareonline.com and click the Careers tab in the top right to apply. Join the UltraCare family today.
Welcome back again. Sorry for some technical difficulties. The stream got cut, and now we're back on a second version of the stream. So if you missed anything in the first period, 2 goals by Joey Lefevre for the Griffins, 1 on the power play with 11:33 left in the first period, and then 1 with 2:24 left after a little bit of a miscue between Bowen and Bome behind the net on a loose puck, and the Griffins capitalized on the turnover. The second one coming from Simerson, the first one unassisted. So 2 goals for Lefevre, an assist for Simerson so far for the Griffins. Nothing on the Cardinals side. 6 shots for Big Rapids, 9 for Freeland Nouvelle. And there's 10 seconds remaining on the Emma Daum tripping call going into the second period. So a 10-second power play to start the period for the Griffins. And that'll be it for the action so far through 17 minutes. 1 for 1 on the power play in the first for FNV. Second one hasn't concluded yet, but they lead 2-0. Simerson goes up to 11 goals and 7 assists, 18 points this is his 8th game played. As the Griffins are ready to go, there's no officials back out on the ice yet, so they're just hanging by their bench waiting. Cardinals, I see a player or two kind of stirring outside the locker room, but they're just waiting as well as the ice is cut and we're ready for action again here. But we're still waiting. Here come the officials, so now the teams can take the ice. Soa, the junior goaltender, as both goalies for the FNV team are both juniors. Ayita Soa and Ryan Quackenbush, both juniors, and also both righty catching goaltenders. The more rare stance of sticking the left-hand glove on the right hand. And Ayita Soa, the 1-3-0 record, an inflated goals against average of nearly 5.5, but he betters his counterpart Quackenbush in save percentage, where he's got an 815 and Quackenbush has a 778. And when you look at, I know that this is D3 high school in Michigan, but just looking at those goaltender numbers and thinking about good numbers in the NHL, anywhere around a 2 goals against is great, and anywhere about a 910 save percentage is great. So about 100 points less than that and more than double the goals against average. So a lot of goals against them in their 8 games played. They're 3-5-0 entering the game and 36 goals for, 32 against. Second period getting ready, and there's the puck drop. Won by Kidder back into the Cardinals zone, and 5 seconds left on the penalty kill as the Griffins will get control. And pass over to Dvorak off his skate in the neutral zone, and now Kidder breaks it out. Has a man joining him. It's Welch, and that one's flipped down and waved off. Welch in on a man, working for the puck, and making him spin back was Kingsbury. And now a loose puck, and Kidder will get to it behind the net. Looking and backhands it back down low, just past the stick of Welch. Pass out to the top of the blue line, and it's intercepted by Blanchard. He'll shoot it all the way, or Balahowski. He'll shoot it all the way around, and now it's off the skate of Pippin. Has Simerson on him. And the loose puck still digging between Pippin and Jones. And now Kidder gets it out. Welch goes to the far side and just shoots it in, swallowed up by Sowa, and he plays it. Pass down the neutral zone, just chipped by Simerson, and 4 Cardinals back as Young has it and flips it off of Simerson and into the bench. Is a too many men call out from one of the fans for the Cardinals, but not the case in that situation with 15:54 left in the second period, and there'll be a face-off at the offside dot near the Griffin bench. Face-off won by the Griffins and thrown off the glass and into the zone. Back, Leiter off his stick, and a shot sticked away by Bowen. And now Young with it at the hash mark, has it turned over. Loose puck, still digging. Back out to the blue line and shot back in by Dieter. Near side, Zamora takes a hit from Leiter. Bome goes in to help. Gets pushed down by Morgan. And Bigford in there, and now a whistle to freeze play, as it looked like when Morgan just shoved Bome down, he was sitting on the puck, and they just froze it with 15:24 left in the second. Evan Bowen, the goaltender for the Cardinals, a higher save percentage than either goaltenders for the FNV Griffins, but in between both of them in goals against average, closer to the leader Quackenbush with a 3.93, Quackenbush with a 3.22. As the Cardinals get the puck in, and it's hand in the air for icing, blown down, and that'll come all the way back down to the Cardinals zone with 15:14 left. A higher goal-scoring team and a higher goals against team are the Griffins with the 36-4, 32 against, where the Cardinals before today's game, 19 goals for, 27 against. Now 29 against. Both teams with 50 penalty minutes, 4 for the Cardinals in this one so far. As the faceoff won by the Griffins, shot blocked, and now gloved back down into the zone. And back is Brogan Jones. He finds Balahowski, who moves it for Logan Leiter, and he just backhands it out of the zone. Somsel goes for the forecheck. Past Leiter's skate, and now into the zone goes Atkin. Takes a little bit of a hit and loses the puck, and Dowd finds a man on the far side. Shot blocked by the skate of Blanchard. Loose puck in the corner. Blanchard just throws it high off the glass, and this will go for icing as well. Frozen puck with 14:37 left in the second. A couple icings back to back to back. As the Cardinals a little flat-footed to start the second period. Really haven't gotten it out of their zone that much with much control. Kidder on the face-off. Wins it back. And a high flip by Pippin for Welch. He has it on a breakaway. Welch, forehand and a save by Sowa. Nice play. We saw that against Cadillac in overtime, and it worked out for the win, but no dice for Welch today as Pippin has it now in the blue line and flips it down deep, and tagging up are Kidder and Welch, and they'll all go in for the attack. Pippen jumps the pass and has it in the near corner. Now fighting for it again, has it on his forehand and throws it back behind the net and gets thrown down to the ice. Kidder, in the far corner, loses the puck, and now the Griffins break it out. Near side, Lefevre, and it's off of a skate. Leiter down low, off the back of the net and out front, but no Griffin there to tap it in, and Pippen throws it all the way across the ice, right behind the skate of Welch, and the Griffins throw it back down in. Beaumais has it and has time, looking for someone, and just a stretch pass, and it's off the stick of Pippen, and he chips it forward for Bigford and goes for a change. 13.5 left in the second. All 5 Griffins back, so they'll shut down any move by Bigford, and now they dump it down into the zone. Bowen just kind of pokes it into the near corner. Pass across, picked off by Young, and he tries to break it out. Across the Bulldog logo at center ice and dumps it in. Young on the attack, has Bigford a turnover, but back the other way, and now Balahoski stops it at the blue line and takes a quick shot. Tipped off the stick of Bigford, but just to the left of the net. Flip to the blue line and off the glove. Griffins have to touch, and they do. Young throws it back in and goes for a change. So does Bigford. Out comes Blanchard and Somsel. Balahoski stops it. Throws it on net, sticked away by Sowa. And now Somsel has it. Goes to his backhand, tries to work, and it gets chipped out by the Griffins, and that is going down and across the red line for icing. The goal line for icing. .12:35 left. Shots so far, by my count, in favor of the Cardinals, 4-3, with the couple of flurries they've had in the last couple of minutes. Face-off in the Griffin zone, won by FNV, and they throw it off the glass and just past the outstretched stick of Jones, and Balahoski has a man on him. He throws it off the far side, and now it's intercepted by Dvorak. He goes backhand, forehand, and backhand off of the near the bar. If it didn't go off the bar, it was very close, as he just kind of just flung it over Bowen into the far corner. Now back at it, Lefevre down low, and that puck comes all the way out to the blue line off of the skate of a changing Griffin, and the man coming on the ice throws it down deep. Turnover in the slot, and now Jones stuffs it with a stick and gets it out to the blue line, and the loose puck continues as it's bouncing everywhere. Balahoski now backhands it for Somsel in the near hash mark. Digging, and now Jones with it. Gets chipped off his stick and back down low by Duncan LaBelle. LaBelle with it. Has off his skate and stick, and Somsel throws it near side, but no one's there. Now Blanchard goes in for the body, and Somsel takes the loose puck. He throws it down, and this one hops up on the edge and will roll all the way down for icing, with Kingsbury chasing, and both teams will change. 11:24 left in the second period. Game 9 for FNV, Game 8 for Big Rapids. And Kidder loses the faceoff. And the Griffins have a shot blocked at the slot, but Zamora with it, backhands it down low. Kidder off the glass, glove down by Dieter, who throws it back in, and Beaumais to chase. Goes behind the net for Leiter, who flips it off the boards for Welch. He chips it out, and now a loose puck, one-on-one. Kidder going to attack, but gets thrown away from him, and now Welch with it in his feet gets taken away by Dieter. Pippen has it at the blue line, but it's offsides, and Welch will have to tag back up. He does so before Kidder crosses, so onside are the Cardinals, and the puck comes back out to the neutral zone. Beaumais jumps up, and Kidder finds him, and now a 3-on-2, but a little too slow on that shot, right into the glove of Sowa, as he kind of was hugging the post with the left pad high and had his glove low on the far side and just scooped it. 10.5 left in the second. 2-0 our score, FNV leading.
Bigford on the faceoff for the Cardinals. He loses it as the Griffins throw it around the boards, and Simerson has it. He backhands it, and it's just past the blue line as retreating was Martin trying to hold it in. And now Dvorak with it. Goes to his forehand side, gets past one as Young falls, and a shot that looks like it tipped off of the glove of Bowen and into the netting, and the referees don't know where it is and finally blow it dead. It's tucked between the netting and the glass on the fans' side of the glass, so no need to really get it down. You're not worrying about it coming back in play unless, of course, a puck hits the netting again and knocks both of them into play. But the play would be blown dead anyways. 10-17 left in the second. Defensive zone faceoff, and it's in the skates and finally controlled by a Griffin. And Balahowski rips it off a skate, and it's tipped. They wave it off, and now going in hard, lighter, Logan chasing and tries to get the turnover, but it just gets past his body as he tried to pinch up against the boards. Thrown out and gloved down now by Atkin, who works to his backhand side and has the body against him, and now both of those players tied up trying to get their sticks, and thrown out to the blue line, and Somsel makes a little bit of a shimmy shake move and gets into the attacking zone off his stick, and now Blanchard just backhands it off the leg pad of Sowa into the corner. Somsel and Leiter as the Griffins get the puck out of the scrum and down the ice. Balahowski backhands it off the glass, but it sits flat there for LaBelle. He gets it to the far side where Dieter attacks. Off of a stick and nearly on net, off of a Cardinal stick on that centering pass. And a cross check there by Morgan, and that'll be called. And then Jones kind of pins Zamora to the boards, and it'll be the first power play of the game for the Cardinals. 9:15 left in the period, and Morgan goes for cross-checking. And this is a chance for the Cardinals to cut the deficit in half. They've struggled on the power play. Face off to the blue line, dumped back down where Kidder has it. Or Welch has it. He's got Kidder down low, and a shot by Flax on the one-timer just wide. Pippen on the far corner. Dumps it for Kidder, who loses it. Back out to the blue line. Balahowski controls. Shot blocked, and now a break for the Griffins. Dvorak with his wheels has a 2-on-1 developing, and he goes top shelf and just throws it up into the protective netting and doesn't even get a shot on goal on that 2-on-1 opportunity. There was Dvorak and Lefevre with him on the back door, who was probably wanting the pass for his hat trick, but didn't get it. Faceoff comes out of the zone. Faceoff controlled by the Cardinals, and Flax has it near side. Just gets it across the red line and tries to dump it in, but it's intercepted by Adam Dieter. He goes D to D, and the Griffins get it out to the blue line, but kept in. Nice job by Balahowski. Pippen looking and just curling now at the top of the circle. Back out to Balahowski, who goes back down to Pippen. Kidder down low, Welch on the near side, and Flax out front. Back for Balahowski at the top of the circle. Picked off by Simerson, and he'll just shoot it nearly 3/4 of the way down the ice on net. And that one's passed out, and now a foot race for Pippen as he chips it, but it's picked off by Dieter. And now Pippen has it, and now they have some numbers as Welch at the top of the circle has his pass tipped by the other Dieter. Alex and Adam out there together on the penalty kill for the Griffins. And they'll throw it down the ice. 7:45 left in the game now, or in the second period now. Half a minute in the power play. Bigford far side, carries it in and gets to the corner. Curls back and a little bit too strong on the backhand as it was no man's land. And now Logan Leiter stops it with a skate near corner. Looks out to the blue line, finds his brother Carter, but on the backhand, nothing really do there besides control it and try to find a pass. Beaumay gives it, and now a shot on net, and crashing was Blanchard and Beaumay, but nothing really doing there. And a couple shoves after the whistle. As this game's been pretty physical for the first half of this game as we're past the halfway mark in the second.
7:18 left in the period. 4 seconds in the power play. So Morgan standing in the box ready to get back on the ice. Top line back out there with Kidder, Pippen on the left, and Welch on the right. Shot blocked, and it's past the skate of Welch as the power play concludes. And the Cardinals are 0-1 as the Griffins are 1 for 2. Puck goes far side and just out to the blue line, stopped by Flax, and he throws it to the far side, or to the near side, but picked off. Dvorak with it, tries to get it through, and batted out of the zone by the hand of Jones. And Kingsbury was upset and wanting a call there, but there's nothing wrong with just slapping the puck out of the zone. And now Balahowski has it, and he throws it back down behind the net, but there's Lefevre on him. Pippen corrals it and throws it back down to the corner, trying to get some control out of the Cardinals and get the puck out. Backhand, but it's kept in the zone. Dvorak gets it past Pippen, has a stick up in his hands, and now a slap, or how could it be called, but Simerson gets a little tip in. And on the delayed penalty, they score as it was Dvorak, I believe, who had the puck in the hook. Just backhand toss over to the slot, and reaching in was Simerson, who just chipped it by Evan Bowen. Griffins get the face-off. And across the red line, they throw it in, and that's on net as Bowen paddles it away. Back to the blue line, and gloved down off sides by Dieter as he was across the blue line, and the puck off the stick of Jake Mulder was up in the air, and he just slapped it down before he got onside. Bigford and Dieter on the face-off. Bigford wins that one. Balahowski gloves the play down and has a stick in his feet. Now a penalty against the Griffins. And they touch up, and that'll blow the play dead. And a trip with 6:02 left. And now an even more important power play for Big Rapids. Pippen has the hook call when the goal was scored. So he goes in the stat sheet for a hook. There's no statistic for if they score on a power play or not there. So they're still 1 for 2. And now a trip called on Morgan, his second. Play down in the Cardinal zone and off the glass. And Kidder has it near the blue line of FNV, and Flax has his shot stifled by a stick. Dvorak behind the net with it, throws it around the far side, and Leiter has it at the blue line. He takes a shot, and it's off of a skate, and now Dvorak working on him, gets past him with some wheels, has a breakaway, Dvorak backhand, and he scores. What a nice little leg kick fake to the backhand there, and the shorthanded goal puts them up by 4 with 5:25 left in the period. Dvorak gets his second goal of the season for 17 points. He's got 15 assists. Just a playmaker is Dvorak. It looks like a goal scorer with that move. Did it himself. Blocked the shot, worked for the loose puck, and got the breakaway as he just used his wheels to get by. And now the Cardinals down 4-0. And they'll call a timeout. Timeout taken. We'll step aside for 30 seconds to a minute right now. 4-0 FNV over the Cardinals with 5.5 left in the second period.
In need of a trusted, professional, and experienced insurance agent? The things you've worked hard for deserve more than 15 minutes when it comes to insuring them. Let the team at Bleecker Insurance Services take the time necessary to best protect those investments at the lowest cost available to you. For over 50 years, Bleecker Insurance has represented the most respected companies in the business, and by continuing to add companies like Fremont Insurance, they promise to deliver the results you deserve at a cost you can afford. Visit BleeckerInsurance.com for a free quote today.
There are things you plan for and they never happen. And there are things you never planned for, but they happen anyway. That can be the worst kind of thing to happen. Like a windshield with a crack or a windshield with an itty-bitty chip that will definitely become a big crack as Michigan winter rages on. Who has time for that? A1 Auto Glass. They're reliable, they're local, and they're locally owned. They come to you, and you can get up to $100 rebate on your deductible and a lifetime warranty on installation. A crack? A chip? Call 832-00.
After the timeout called, face-off at center ice, 4-0. Blashill still drawing something up for his team. And the goal scored by Connor Dvorak, unassisted, at the 5:25-minute mark, where we sit right now. If I said Christian Dvorak earlier, correction, Connor Dvorak. Christian Dvorak, the NHL player, obviously not playing in a high school game for Freeland Nouvelle Valley Lutheran. But the name's close, Christian and Connor, and then both same spelling for Dvorak, D-V-O-R-A-K. Puck at the blue line, and Flax has to wait as his man is offsides, and it hits the skates of Welch before he gets onside, so the whistle blown down. A minute 15 left in the power play to the penalty for tripping by Morgan. The Cardinals really need one here. With 5 minutes and 15 seconds left in the period, they're down 4-0, and you could tell by the fact that Blashill used his timeout in the second period that he wants to settle his team down and hope that they can get something. That's a bad hit to the back that's not called on Pippin, as he got an elbow to the back and went face first into the glass, and no hand in the air. It was to give the referee the benefit of the doubt. He was kind of bumping and going around Pippin at the time, so he maybe didn't have his eyes on the play. But still, that was not a clean hit there, as the Griffins dump it out, and now Simerson with some speed as a 1-on-2, and that shot's blocked and goes up into the netting and is rolling on the other side of the netting. It's not going to come back down as it's up there, and that's the second puck out of play that they haven't gotten back. So we'll get a new piece of rubber with 4:34 left in the period and 3:33 left, or 33 seconds left in the penalty. Defensive zone face-off. And the Cardinals win it. It goes back to Bowen off the stick of Bigford, and he'll freeze it, and we'll do it again. Face-off tied up, and now controlled by the Griffins, and they just kind of meat hook it over the net and to the near corner. And now Bigford working across the neutral zone. Misses the pass to Somsel, and now Beaumais with a little bit of a bump and takes the puck. And now Bigford with it again. Has Blanchard and Somsel on the line with him. He dumps it in and goes deep, and it gets shoved down as he's trying to go around the man. Semi-interference, but not really a lot there. Power play over, so the Cardinals 0 for 2. Pass misses the stick of Bigford near side, and finally gets it into the zone, but Griffins control. Find a man and just past the stick, and this one will go for icing with 3:48 left in the period. Oh for 2 are the Cardinals on the power play so far. 1 for 2 the Griffins. Shots 8-7 in favor of the Griffins in this period, which makes them 17-13 in general. Face-off 1, Pippin with the backhand just throws it just wide of the net near side, and now tied up in the corner are two players working for the puck. It was Kidder and it was McKinstry, and they get the puck out 2-on-1. Simerson over, shot, and just high off the stick of Dvorak, looking for his second of the game. Glove down and a nice hit on Lefevre, and now a hand pass called. one referee waving it off and one referee saying, yes, it's a hand pass. So the play will come back out across the blue line. But now a discussion. So they'll decide on where the face-off. And I think they're reversing the call. It looked like Lefevre knocked it down and then hit it with his own stick. And that's why the near referee waved it off. And then the far referee called it a hand pass because he didn't see Lefevre hit it before the other Griffin had it. So, face-off in the defensive zone, and the Cardinals win it, and it's loose out across the red line. Martin with it, chasing down the far side, gets into the corner and takes a bump from McKinstry, and he's down on the ice. Young in the corner, or behind the net, and now Martin wants a piece of McKinstry, a piece of everyone. He's just running into the bodies now. Loose puck out front. Young with it, and backhand in the hand in the air, and a slashing call, I believe. Yes, on the Griffins with 3 minutes left. The third penalty against FNV. I believe this one on Zamora or McKinstry. Neither, as they both skate by the bench. It's the last man off the ice. It's Alex Dieter. 3 minutes left in the period. Dieter for slashing. Cardinals need one here. They've had a couple good chances on the power play, but just can't find the back of the net. Welch in the far corner with it. Looking out to the blue line. Balahoski, he finds them. Back to Welch. Back to Balahoski. Takes a shot, and it's in! A little bit of a screen and a fake tip by Flax, and I believe it's Balahoski's goal. As the Cardinals get their first of the game, this one on the power play. Flax out front kind of waved at it, and it looked like that fooled Sowas. Couldn't hear or see the tip, but might have just kind of faked him out a little bit, and it just snuck in. Doesn't matter. It's in the back of the net for the Cardinals, and it's 4-1 now with 2:43 left in the second period. Face-off one, and a couple bodies down and a stick loose. And now Pippin gloves it down and passes to Welch, but just past his stick. Kind of handcuffed him. It was in tight on his skates. Kidder with the stick lift and a loose puck, and now Welch controls. Tries to give it to a defenseman, and now it's thrown back out and just back and forth action. And now a big hit by Kidder, and they're going to whistle that down for interference. Very boisterous FNV fans here. Yelling, see you and bye to Kidder. Apparently they haven't been happy with his play so far this game. Loose puck in the slot, and now Lefevre with it. Takes a shot and goes high off the glass, wide. Corralled by Dvorak, he throws it down deep. Bome with it, and he loses it. Now Dvorak with it, finds a man out at the blue line. Wheatley, he gives it back to Dvorak. Back to Wheatley, setting up the umbrella, shot, and it's off of Bowen's shoulder and off to the side of the net, and now Bowen sliding to the post, knocks the net off of its line, and stoppage of play. Trying to see the man yelling "see you bye" is not sure who it is, but obviously with an FNV fan. But the Dieter twins, I do know them and their dad from being in Midland, where they played most of their life, and playing men's league and reffing men's league where their dad played. It looks like him, but I'm not sure. Minute 20 on the power play, and a pass across and a nice save off the shaft of the stick by Bowen. That was Simerson stepping down from the blue line for the one-timer, and Bowen got the best of him. Dvorak finds Simerson on the far side again, just past him, though, and Somsel retreats for the puck. Now chipped back to the far corner, and Simerson corrals. That pass is blocked, and it's now near corner. Lefevre with it, goes back out to Wheatley. Wheatley finds Dvorak near hash mark. Looking, back up to Wheatley, back to Dvorak. Far side, Simerson. Shot low, and he scores. Goes through the 5-hole, and Simerson has his second of the game. This one from Dvorak and Wheatley, and the power play goal puts the Griffins back up 5-1. With 1:02 left in the second period, FNV finds their 4-goal lead once again. Now I understand why Dvorak has so many assists. Just find Simerson on the power play, and that's why Simerson now has 13 goals and Dvorak has 16 assists. Griffins with the puck at their blue line. McKinstry passes for a man, but it gets bodied, and that puck goes down. Under a minute left in the period, 5-1, as the Cardinals break it out. Pippin backhands and finds Kidder as it's chipped off of the linesman. Kidder kind of chips it up for Welch, who shoots it. It's tipped high off the glass and out to the blue line, and a fan on a slap shot attempt by Leiter, and now counterattack for the Griffins. Shot and gloved down by Bowen off the stick of Dieter, as the Griffins have taken the shot total lead in the second period again. It's 12-9 now in favor of FNV, 21-15 in the game. Two for 3 on the power play for the Griffins, 1 of 3 for the Cardinals. Simerson shot off the whistle, off the faceoff, and a loose puck for Dvorak as it's just on his stick to the side, and he buries the rebound. And now a 5-goal lead as it's Dvorak from Simerson and Lefevre who won the faceoff. That's a tough one there. With 28 seconds left in the period. Set play where it looked like Lefevre wins the face-off to Simerson on the near side. He just took a shot, and Dvorak crashed the net. It hit the glove of Bowen. He couldn't corral it, and then Dvorak, just at the slot, had an easy tap-in. 15 seconds left in the period. Bome with it, looking to just get it out, trying to dangle his way out, and gets it through, and now out to the neutral zone. And now Martin with it. Crashing through the blue line, he falls as he loses the puck, and then Bome stands up a man, and a couple shoves back and forth, but nothing else. As that's it, and now the Griffins head to their bench, to their locker room, as the Cardinals head to theirs. It looked like some guys were exchanging some words, but it's 6-1 FNV at the second intermission. We'll take another break and be back on the Big Rapids Cardinal Network on YouTube.
In need of a trusted, professional, and experienced insurance agent? The things you've worked hard for deserve more than 15 minutes when it comes to insuring them. Let the team at Bleecker Insurance Services take the time necessary to best protect those investments at the lowest cost available to you. For over 50 years, Bleecker Insurance has represented the most respected companies in the business, and by continuing to add companies like Fremont Insurance, they promise to deliver the results you deserve at a cost you can afford. Visit BleeckerInsurance.com for a free quote today.
Follow all season long, every game, every minute on News Radio 1460, 107.7 WBRN.
Ultra Care of Big Rapids Spectrum Health, just a few local employers actively hiring CNAs. Misiola Tech Affordable Education for Adults provides industry-recognized credentials to get you hired as soon as possible by local businesses in demand. Become a CNA, an EMT, a medical first responder. Learn from experienced teachers for a very affordable price with financing opportunities for almost everyone in their circumstances. Misiola Tech helps successfully change careers. Misiola Tech helps successfully enhance careers. Visit misiolatech.org for more information. That's MECEOLA Tech.org.
There are things you plan for and they never happen. And there are things you never planned for, but they happen anyway. That can be the worst kind of thing to happen. Like a windshield with a crack or a windshield with an itty-bitty chip that will definitely become a big crack as Michigan winter rages on. Who has time for that? A1 Auto Glass. They're reliable, they're local, and they're locally owned. They come to you, and you can get up to $100 rebate on your deductible and a lifetime warranty on installation. A crack? A chip? Call 832-0092, 832-0092.
Make Thursday night pizza night and get your pizza half off at Big Rapids Bowling Center from 4 to 10 p.m. Or choose from their full menu and carry out or dine in. Big Rapids Bowling Center would love to host your next special event or birthday party. BRBC is open Sunday, noon to 9 p.m., Monday, 2 p.m. to 12 a.m., and Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 12 a.m. They're located on 3rd Avenue on the east side of Big Rapids. For the coldest beer in town, choose Big Rapids Bowling Center. Like and follow them on Facebook. Call 231-598-9344.
Not everyone learns best in a traditional classroom or has the time, resources, or family lifestyle to attend a school. Big Rapids Virtual School offers flexible hybrid learning options for all students from kindergarten through graduation. For 8 years, BRVS has offered an alternative path to high school graduation. COVID challenged us to expand our learning options for all students. Learning can happen at any time, any place, any way, and at any pace. Our program is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with hybrid supports available however you need them, in person and online for all students, grades K-12. Whether you have attended traditional school or are a homeschool family looking to take advantage of the many proven BRVS resources, find us on our webpage for more information and ask how BRVS might support your learning. Go online to brps.org/K12virtual.
MOTA, Mecosta Osceola Transit Authority. They're here. They're everywhere. Available with a phone call to take you here to there, including connections to Isabella and Wexford County, Yates and Clare, shopping trips, meetings, appointments, visits, Monday through Saturday. A MOTA green and gold bus can take you where you need to go for as little as $2 with discounts for seniors, veterans, and kids. Call 796-4896 for availability and to confirm your rate. Just call 231-796-MOTA, 796-MOTA.
Oh, my back!
Your back is acting up again. The muscles are sore and stiff. You can hardly bend. Try Ferris Auto Sales and Service to replace your shocks and struts. When you've worn out shocks and struts, the smallest potholes can jar your spine. The smallest bumps can bend your head, flying back into the roof of the car. Don't get CTE and have back pain. Visit the Napa Certified Techs at Ferris Auto Sales and Service of Big Rapids. They'll get you cruising along pain-free in no time. Ferris Auto Sales and Service, just north of Big Rapids, your Napa Service Center.
For over 70 years, MEMIC has been protecting educational employees and their families with the most affordable insurance. They provide educators exclusive auto, home, and umbrella coverage. Helping you understand insurance is what they do best. MEMIC has set the standard for above and beyond service, and they look to build a relationship of trust between you and them. Your local agent, Eric Dahm, has been working with MEMIC for 20 years. Call them today at 231-592-4660, 231-592-4660.
Care Big Rapids is hiring certified nurses assistants. Competitive pay, benefits including 401k match, dental, vision, PTO, and much more. Visit AlterCareOnline.com and click the Careers tab in the top right to apply. Join the AlterCare family today.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
It's not that the guys up front at Quality Car and Truck Repair don't like talking with you, but if it's easier or faster for you to make an appointment online for maintenance or repairs, just visit QualityCarAndTruckRepair.com. Quality Car and Truck Repair, 220th Avenue off Perry, just west of 131 Big Rapids.
Listen to Detroit Lions football all season long on News Radio 1460 and 107.7 FM WBRN.
Amtech, Heidecker, Craft Tube, these are just a few of the local businesses actively hiring welders. Misiola Tech, affordable education for adults, provides industry-recognized credentials to get you hired as soon as possible by local businesses in demand. Learn stick, MIG and TIG, and advanced welding from experienced teachers for a very affordable price with financing opportunities for almost everyone in their circumstances. Misiola Tech helps successfully change careers. Misiola Tech helps successfully enhance careers. Visit misiolatech.org for more information. That's MECEOLAtech.org.
Do you suffer from arthritis, bursitis, tendinitis, or carpal tunnel? Maybe a sports injury has you sidelined. Trust the orthopedic surgeons at West Michigan Surgery Center to get you back in the game. West Michigan Surgery Center offers many of the same advanced orthopedic treatments performed in hospitals at a fraction of the cost, without the wait. West Michigan Surgery Center in Big Rapids. Named among the best ambulatory surgery centers in the country by Newsweek magazine. Visit westmichigansurgerycenter.com today.
Back at Ferris State Ice Arena here in Big Rapids, 6-1 the score going into the third period between FNV and Big Rapids. The Griffins on top of the Cardinals right now, but the Cardinals cracked the scoreboard with a power play goal off the stick of Balahoski, assisted by Welch. But 2 for Simerson and 2 for Dvorak. Dvorak also had 2 assists, and Simerson had 1, so 4 points for Dvorak as he was a part of all 4 goals for the Griffins in the second period, as they outshot the Cardinals 14-9, bringing the totals up 23-15 in favor of FNV. 2 for 3 on the power play of the Griffins, 1 for 3 of the Cardinals, as FNV leads 6-1 with 17 minutes left to play. For all those watching, the game after this won't be broadcasted because it's between the other 2 teams in the tournament, the Sioux Blue Devils and the Jackson LC team, as Jackson LC won yesterday 6-2 against FNV. And it would have been the winner between Sioux and Big Rapids yesterday plays at 8, and the loser plays at 6. But with Sioux not being able to come down and make the first game and it being postponed to tomorrow, Big Rapids just elected to play the 6 o'clock and give Sioux the 8 o'clock. And then the Blue Devils and the Cardinals do battle tomorrow at 7 p.m. So be back here tomorrow. Again, usually our pregame starts about 15 minutes before puck drop at 7. So be here on Big Rapids Cardinal Hockey on YouTube to catch the pregame show. If you were watching the streams last week in Gaylord, I was not with them. I was away, so there was some issues, as I believe maybe not all the games or all the time of the game was streamed, but should be back for every game for the rest of the season. So as I'm getting back to the action, 3 weeks for me off from being around the team, and we had 2 weeks between the Thanksgiving tournament and then the weekend in Gaylord, so a long time being away and just getting back resituated, basically. It felt like the season started over again, at least on my end. But thank you guys for being here and tuning into the broadcast as you cheer on your Cardinals, and the face-off for the Griffins as they shoot it in and chip it in deep. Dvorak down there and corrals it, throws it out, but sticked back behind the net by Bowen. Pippin on the near or far hash mark has it off his stick. Balahowski near corner. Backhand for Kidder off the glass, who was trying to get it out, but saved in and back down deep by Kingsbury. Kidder backhands it out, but now a turnover, and Simerson shoots it down in on Bowen. Puck chipped after the red line, so no icing, as knocked down by the stick of Dieter and thrown around for a Griffin forward, as they have Morgan streaking up the ice but can't find the pass, and now flow goes back the other way. Beaumay working, gets it across the blue line, goes wide, stick shot stopped by a stick and doesn't get it through, and goes past Martin and Young, and now Carter Leiter with his feet keeps it in the zone. Battle continues, and now poking it out and falling on a 2-on-0 developing now. Dieter over, and a nice backhand stop by Bowen as he just reaches across. Not sure if he got it with the paddle or the leg pad, but he just squeezed it between the two and held on as it was off the stick of Zamora. The 2-on-0, and Bowen bailing out his team. He's made big saves all season long. Remembering the one up in the Sioux with the toe kick save on a 2-on-1, and now this one on the 2-on-0 to keep it at 6-1. Off the blocker there, and punch to the corner, and now Balahowski trying to reach for it. Back out to the blue line, and a shot off a body in front. Goes to the far hash mark. Flax flips it out, but Griffins recover, and that shot is blocked, and now Balahowski with it. Works around a man and throws it out to the blue line where it's kept in again. Just can't get the puck out. Blanchard looking. Backhand kept in by Atkin. Now McKinstry keeps it and walks it in himself. Top of the circle, backhand. Now a loose puck for Atkin, who shoots it off of a blocker of Bowen, and now a loose puck battle, and now the whistle blown as the net was knocked off and Bowen's helmet came off, and then Atkin his 8th game. The Griffins have 2 players just stacking numbers this season. It's Dvorak and Simerson. As Dom steps up and then gets thrown back down, that'll be called. Loose puck, and now the whistle blown, and a retaliation penalty will be called as Dom just kind of put her body in the way and didn't really do much, but apparently Joey Lefevre not too happy and just gave her a shove and threw her down. And the Cardinals will have a power play with 14:46 left in regulation. Face off back to the blue line and kept by Flax. He controls and throws down for Pippin. It's off his stick and no one there besides a black jersey, Wheatley, who throws it around, and now Welch has it in the feet and is pinned by Dieter. Balahoski working, trying to get it out, and goes to Kingsbury, who throws it all the way down the ice. Bowen has a man on him. He plays it around the net, and Simerson gets the loose puck but just kind of pushes it back into the zone. And now a missed pass as Flax trying to get there and chipped back down into the zone by Wheatley. Has Simerson on him as Pippin's trying to get it out. He dumps it down deep, and now a change. Welch, the lone man, down in, and the puck flung around the far boards. Leiter keeps it at the just outside the blue line, so now a tag up for the Cardinals. Bigford in on the attack and just gets a punch to the head, basically, and shoved down. There's a lot of hands up high that have been let go on both sides. But now, actually, the back official does call it. Never mind. Looks like it's a rough or cross-check on Simerson with 59 seconds left, and it'll be 5-on-3. Two men in the box, and it's a good opportunity to get a couple more goals here with 13:45 left in the game. And a 5-on-3 for the Cardinals. They have their second line out there with Bigford, Somsel, and Blanchard. Bowman with the puck, top of the circle, has Leiter. Shot blocked by Dvorak, and he's trying to get it out, but can't really corral it as well. Now he gets past one, and now it's a foot race. Gets around, but Bowman using his body to his advantage and just kind of keeps him away from the puck. 13:26, 40 left in the first penalty, a minute 40 left in the second. And that one flung back down, and the Griffins will kill off more time. Bowen stops it, but it's off of his stick. And a change to get the first line back out there. Pippin, Kidder, Flax, Welch, Balahoski. Welch near side. Cuts to the center of the ice. Drops for Flax. Works to the top of the circle. Shot off a leg pad. And now Pippin with it. Back down for Kidder. Loses it, and that's flung out. 4 seconds left in the first, so there goes one penalty. 12:45 left in regulation, and a minute left in the second. 1 of 4 on the power play are the Cardinals. Stretch pass finds Welch. That's a good pass finally, and Welch shot off of a glove of Sowa and rings around the boards. Just got a piece of it, and enough to keep it out. And now play stopped in the neutral zone by Balahoski, and now a bad pass by Bome off the boards for Flax. He didn't get the right angle, and Dieter threw it down deep. 30 left in the penalty. Dieter keeps it back down low past the skates of Lefevre, and now Dieter gets it again at the top of the circle, throws it on net, sticked away by Bowen. Welch resets, 20 seconds left in the penalty and 12 in the game, 12 minutes. Stretch pass off the stick of Bome, can't control it. McKinstry will just throw it back down, and Bowen will stop it. And that will most likely do it for the penalty as 5 seconds remain. 11:45 in regulation. 6-1 the score, and a stretch pass over to the side, just out of the way of Leiter, who eventually dumps it back in deep. And now goes past Brogan Jones and down for icing. 11.5 left in the third period. They got a couple shots on the 5-on-3, but just really, the issue has just always been zone control this season and just finding good setups. They can sometimes control the puck, but they don't get a lot of good passes off and then lose possession and it's thrown back in. And then when you don't have good passing, you don't really get good zone entry. And then it's just back and forth chase. Blanchard with it in the slot and loses it off his backhand, and that puck's thrown off the boards and might go for icing. It's trailing and blown down with 11:15 left. Balahoski gets his second goal of the season with the power play back in the second. He's got 1 assist on the year. Welch, the leading point getter and goal scorer, gets his 3rd assist. He's got 8, 3, 4, 11. Balahoski shot high. Martin gets the rebound and digs down there. Balahoski helping. Young tried to go low to get a pass, but The Griffins control. Off the stick of Simerson down into the zone. Bigford chips it to Young, but off the stick of Lefevre, and he pins it down into the corner. Balahowski with it. Looks for a pass to Martin, but Dvorak there to just stop the play and get it back down deep. Kind of playing a very soft 1-2-2 trap style are the Griffins, where they're just kind of waiting for the Cardinals to make a pass and then attacking. Griffins get it deep. They can just kill time. They're up 5 goals with 10.5 left in the third period, so they're just waiting for turnovers like that, and a nice save off the stick of Lefevre by Bowen. 3 goal scorers for the Griffins, 2 apiece for all of them. Lefevre with the first 2, and then it went Simerson, Dvorak back and forth for the 4 in the second period. Dvorak 2 goals, 2 assists. Simerson 2 goals, 2 assists. Lefevre 2 goals, 1 assist. Wheatley with an assist. Shot and a save, but off the glove of Bowen. He traps it, but knocks it down. Pippin now on the far side, working with a backhand toe drag, and then moves the puck down past the goaltender. And now Welch with it down low. Backhand attempt, and it just gets blocked by a stick. And loose puck still, and stepping up is Beaumay to keep it, but knocked down by Zamora. And now Beaumay throws it back down for Welch. Finds Kidder off the stick of Kidder. That was a good look there by Welch, but just couldn't connect on the pass. And a stretch pass by Bowen, but just chipped by Kidder down into the zone as they go to change. Welch attacks. Leiter gets the turnover off the stick of Welch, and Griffins throw it off to the blue line, and now a glove, but waved off as no hand pass. And now breaking out of the zone is Brady Kingsbury. Kind of on a semi-breakaway, goes to his backhand, but couldn't control it and get the shot on. And that one is sticked out of the air by a Griffin into the Cardinal bench. So the faceoff will come back out to the offside dot. Upcoming schedule for the Cardinals again tomorrow at 7 o'clock. They play the Sioux Blue Devils, but then also on Wednesday, the 22nd before Christmas, another game here in Big Rapids. The Lakeshore comes to town. Puck dumped deep, and Flax goes for it, can't control it. At the blue line, shot wide of the net by Jones. Blanchard corrals and takes a body, and Jones keeps it. That shot just wide to the other side. Somsel with it, falling defender by the Griffins, and Somsel gets it back. Gives it for Flax, and that one out to the blue line, kicked by Jones to keep it, and he kicked it right over to Balahowski, and now Flax just throws it right across the slot for no one. Balahowski with it, finds Flax. Can't really get anything interior, and that's been the big issue, is it's just outside chances that are either weak scoring chances or not even shots on goal. Blanchard working down low. Griffins control, and they throw it out. It's tipped, so no icing with 8:15 left in the period. And the teams change. Griffins get into the neutral zone and throw it down. Bowen will just stop it for Balahowski, who finds Jones behind the net, off his stick and loose. And then pulled down was Lefevre by Jones. And Bigford chips it out. Chasing for it, no icing. Wheatley plays it off of Bigford, and now it's loose in the feet. Martin there to help as well. Wheatley controls, though, and throws it up the far boards where Leiter pins it after the blue line, so they'll have to tag back up as he throws it in deep. 7:30 left in regulation. Young throws it back in and goes for a change. O'Grady throws it up the far boards, stopped by Kidder. He goes to his backhand, tries to go low, but can't get the pass to the center of the slot, and that is waved off as Beaumay and Simerson both couldn't get a stick on it, but were right there tied up, so it's waved off. Beaumay is just holding, and now they'll take both of them. Beaumay was basically just pinning Simerson to the boards, which was holding, and Simerson, when he went down, just grabbed the helmet of Beaumay and pulled him down. So it looks like coincidental minors for both Beaumais and Simerson. No sign, but would expect it would be a hold and maybe a rough on Simerson. 6:58 left in the game. 5-on-5 still, as they're coincidental, so no man strength change. Kidder with it on the near hash mark in the Griffin zone. Goes to the corner, throws it out front, and a nice sliding save by Soe off the stick of Pippin. Just went full splits as Pippin had the backdoor try and off the left leg pad of Soe. Puck flipped out. Jones has it in his zone, and he throws it right into the Cardinal bench. Watch out. They do go hold and rough. So Simerson with his second penalty, Beaumais with his first of the game. 6 infractions on the Griffins, 5 on the Cardinals for the game. 1 delayed call that the Griffins scored on that never was put up on the clock but was in the score sheet. Out to the blue line. Kingsbury keeps, he shoots high. Now Wheatley with it, far side. Goes back to Kingsbury slowly across the blue line. Another shot, and it's off the post. Ooh, close shot there. Loose puck, a backhand attempt by LaBelle, and he doesn't get it on net. And now Balahowski trying to chip it past Dowd. And then Balahowski takes a big hit and a shot from the blue line, and it goes high and wide. Another shot and a block by Leiter, and now chasing back Kingsbury with Leiter on him. Leiter gets his stick on puck to stop it and is digging with Somsol. 5:40 left in the game. Leiter with it now. Back out front. A shot by Blanchard and a toe save. Wow. 2 chances for Big Rapids with the centering passes, and Soa coming up strong with that left leg pad both times. Pass out, and the Griffins get it into the attacking zone. Down to a knee goes LaBelle, but gets back up and makes the pass across. And now Blanchard just throws it down the ice, and Blashill with palms up, thinking, Blanchard, you had a lot of free room, and you just slapped it down the ice. Could have gotten it to the blue line and dumped it and then changed. 5:11 left in the game. Big Rapids finishing strong, but just can't get past the junior goaltender of Soa and his left leg pad on both attempts. Glove down by McKinstry at the line. He kept it in the zone, and now backhanded out by Martin. Bigford has it, and Lefevre steps in his way. Young dumps it in, offsides, but now they tag. Down goes Mulder. He recovers and flips it up the far boards where Balahowski keeps it in, and now a push of the puck out to the blue line, and now a break for Dvorak looking for his third, goes backhand, forehand, and a nice stop with the left leg pad of Bowen. I see your left leg pad save, and I'll show you mine. And a shot down in the butterfly saved by Bowen, and that one he controls and covers for a whistle. With 4:32, the 2 come out of the box in Beaumais and Simerson as their coincidentals are done. 7-6 shots in favor of FNV this period, which brings them up to a total of 30-21. Set play off the face-off, but Welch just threw it way too strong and at a not great of an angle for Pippin. Got to work on your geometry. As you want to bounce it. If you can see the Under Armour advertisement on the boards, you probably want to hit there to find Pippin in the neutral zone. But he hit more towards the blue line in the Domino's logo, and that one went flying down the ice for icing. So they tried again, but don't get the face-off cleanly, and now Beaumais works it across center ice and gets it into the zone. Backhands it down behind the net. Kidder down there against Dieter, and now Welch moving in to help, and a shoulder by Kidder to Morgan, and the Griffins breaking out on the far side. Broken up, though, at the blue line, and now Leiter with it. Just throws it back in, and the Cardinals change. Welch goes in as Pippin and Kidder leave the ice. Beaumais keeps it. But the Griffins, with their strong breakout, are able to get it back out of the zone. And Bowman just throws it back in, but a quick stick by Kingsbury stops it right at the blue line, and he gets it back out of the zone. And now back and forth action again. Leiter with it at the blue line. Off of a shin pad. Somsel shoots it far of the net. And now Blanchard on the far hash mark. Off of a skate. And a shot by, looks like Tanner Flax. Missed the net. And then a shove, and then a little bit of a toe pick and a man down. It looks like Blanchard down there got a little bit of a bump and then kind of fell. And then Flax goes in to play the body and is just pushing with his stick on the pants of the Griffin down there and gets a shove. And now he'll go. Is a little bit of some heated hockey by Flax down there in the corner with 3:04 left, and he'll go to the box. All academic now with a 6-1 lead for the Griffins with 3 minutes left. And they head to the power play as Flax gets his first of the game. The leading penalty minute player for the Cardinals has his 12th penalty minute of the season. No one else in double digits for Big Rapids. Flax for a rough and off the draw, saved by Bowen in the glove. And we'll do it again. Only 1 second off the clock that time. 3:02 of 1:59 left in the penalty. And this one wrapping up shortly. Dvorak with it off the faceoff. Goes to Wheatley. Over to Simerson near side. Simerson back to Wheatley. Down to Dvorak. Far side on the top of the circle. Back to Wheatley. Back to Simerson. Just moving east-west. Shot and a tip. And it's swallowed up by Bowen as Morgan was digging in there, but kind of rolled off his backhand and up into the peripherals of Bowen, and there was no rebound. Dvorak centering with Lefevre and Morgan. Simerson out of the blue line with Wheatley for the Griffins on the power play. Wheatley, the shot blocked, goes wide. Loose puck, and Morgan backhands it on net. Saved by Bowen, and now flipped out as Simerson gets it near his blue line. Looks far side, fakes it, goes near side to Wheatley. Welch is on him, and now Pippin gets the puck deep. 2.5 left in the game. 1:20 on the power play. Dvorak, stretch pass Lefevre. Kind of chips it over the stick of Beaumais and gets it deep. And then Simerson kind of shoots it a little bit wide and was looking for a tip by Morgan but couldn't get it. Wheatley kept it, and then the backhand pass trying to go for a teammate on the blue line goes out of the zone, and now Simerson dumps it in and changes. 2 minutes left, under a minute in the penalty, and that shot goes into the Cardinal bench for what feels like the third or fourth time this period. Now 50-50 being announced.
3, 7, 4, 5, 9, 8.
379-548-8675-309. I don't care about the 50-50 number. No one at home cares. No one bought tickets at home. Just having fun. 45 seconds in the penalty, about 1:45 in the game. Beaumais has a stick up in his arm that pulls him down, but there's no call there this late in the game. And now offsides as Bigford doesn't wait for Beaumais to tag, and he goes in on the attack. Now he comes back. Griffins set up the breakout. Kingsbury finds a man in the neutral zone, but two guys go into each other. That was Dowd and Atkins skating into each other, so the puck was lost, and the Cardinals get it out. 1:20 left in the game. 15 in the penalty. Breaking it in, Kingsbury. Gets it around, and now scrum down in the corner between Kidder and Kingsbury, exchanging some words, and another puck into the Cardinal bench. 1:07 left in the game, 4 seconds in the penalty. So Flax will most likely get out of the box unless a face-off in a set one-timer is scored. Never say never. They had the set play that they scored on a similar one-timer, but the loose puck as well, earlier in the second. But that crew not out there.
But a win and a shot, and that one was actually kind of close off of the pad or the blocker of Bowen, and it goes wide. And now flipping it out, Blanchard has it with Leiter and Somsel, and the shot goes wide. Balahowski pinches. It's off of a body, and now Zamora gets tied up, falls as they had stick on stick, and he just got tripped up. 45 seconds left. Blanchard back down behind his net, loses the puck behind that net, and now it's back out front. Loose puck, battles, scrum, and it goes wide. Zamora down there with Morgan for the Griffins, and Zamora passes out to McKinstry. Shot, and it's into the glove, was going about a foot wide of the net with 26 seconds remaining. Good glove, but that's not a save in the actual stat sheet. Evan Bowen's brother Kyle has been the videographer basically for almost every game. And his mom texts him the stats for the shots on goal against Evan. That shot maybe one I don't count, but one maybe she counts, just to pad the stats a little bit. 15 seconds left. Puck down deep. Griffins kind of just keeping it down there. A body by Atkin on Balahowski, and now Bome tries to break it out, and now it's on Balahowski's stick. Loose at the top of the slot and gets to the blue line, but not out, and that'll do it. 6-1, our final score. Griffins beat the Cardinals, and the woes continue for Big Rapids. FNV moves to 4-5. The Cardinals fall to 2-6 on the season with one more game this weekend. FNV finished their 2 of the weekend as Jackson LC and the Sioux will do it right after this. We'll take a break real quick and come back and wrap everything up and send you guys on your way on this Saturday evening here in Big Rapids. You're watching Big Rapids Cardinal Hockey on YouTube.
In need of a trusted, professional, and experienced insurance agent? The things you've worked hard for deserve more than 15 minutes when it comes to insuring them. Let the team at Bleecker Insurance Services take the time necessary to best protect those investments at the lowest cost available to you. For over 50 years, Bleecker Insurance has represented the most respected companies in the business, and by continuing to add companies like Fremont Insurance, they promise to deliver the results you deserve at a cost you can afford. Visit BleeckerInsurance.com for a free quote today.
Follow all season long, every game, every minute on News Radio 1460, 107.7 WBRN.
Ultra of Big Rapids Spectrum Health, just a few local employers actively hiring CNAs. Misiola Tech Affordable Education for Adults provides industry-recognized credentials to get you hired as soon as possible by local businesses in demand. Become a CNA, an EMT, a medical first responder. Learn from experienced teachers for a very affordable price with financing opportunities for almost everyone in their circumstances. Misiola Tech helps successfully change careers. Misiola Tech helps successfully enhance careers. Visit misiolatech.org for more information. That's MECEOLA Tech.org.
Bing, bang, boom. Before you know it, Michigan winter hits hard. But the cold, snow, and ice don't hit you the hardest. They hit your car the hardest. So get to Ferris Auto Sales and Service of Big Rapids. Let Adam and his crew of Napa-certified technicians get your car tuned up and ready to handle the coming weather. Heat, windows, tires, brakes, wipers, oil, transmissions. They do it all. Ferris Auto Sales and Service means the best service quality. Napa service means the best parts. Trust Ferris Auto Sales and Service of Big Rapids. Northland Drive, just north of the airport. Make Thursday night pizza night and get your pizza half off at Big Rapids Bowling Center from 4 to 10 p.m. Or choose from their full menu and carry out or dine in. Big Rapids Bowling Center would love to host your next special event or birthday party. BRBC is open Sunday, noon to 9 p.m., Monday, 2 p.m. to 12 a.m., and Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 12 a.m. They're located on 3rd Avenue on the east side of Big Rapids. For the coldest beer in town, choose Big Rapids Bowling Center. Like and follow them on Facebook. Call 231-598-9344.
Not everyone learns best in a traditional classroom or has the time, resources, or family lifestyle to attend a school. Big Rapids Virtual School offers flexible hybrid learning options for all students from kindergarten through graduation. For 8 years, BRVS has offered an alternative path to high school graduation. COVID challenged us to expand our learning options for all students. Learning can happen at any time, any place, any way, and at any pace. Our program is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with hybrid supports available however you need them, in person and online for all students, grades K-12. Whether you have attended traditional school or are a homeschool family looking to take advantage of the many proven BRVS resources, find us on our webpage for more information and ask how BRVS might support your learning. Go online to brps.org/K12virtual.
There are things you plan for and they never happen. And there are things you never planned for, but they happen anyway. That can be the worst kind of thing to happen. Like a windshield with a crack or a windshield with an itty-bitty chip that will definitely become a big crack as Michigan winter rages on. Who has time for that? A1 Auto Glass. They're reliable, they're local, and they're locally owned. They come to you, and you can get up to $100 rebate on your deductible and a lifetime warranty on installation. A crack? A chip? Call 832-0092, 832-0092.
MOTA, Mecosta Osceola Transit Authority. They're here. They're everywhere. Available with a phone call to take you here to there.
6-1 the final score as FNV beats the Big Rapids Cardinals. So the Cardinals 0-for-1 on the weekend so far, but they have a game tomorrow against the Sioux Blue Devils, as right now the Sioux Blue Devils getting their warm-ups against Jackson LC, who lost yesterday to FNV, or beat FNV, correction. They beat FNV 6-2 yesterday, so similar game. 6-1 and 6-2 so far have been the two games of play on this Big Rapids Christmas tournament this weekend, as we're exactly 1 week away from Christmas, so happy holidays so far. We got two more games in action, though, so wrapping up this one, shot totals as the 6-1 victory for Freeland Nouvelle Valley Lutheran. They win the shooting as well, 34-21 in favor of FNV, as they go 2 of 4 on the power play, 1 of 5 for the Cardinals, their lone goal on the power play. That was off the stick of Jack Balahowski, his second of the season, back in the second period with 2:43 remaining. Had a shot that Flax kind of waved at and went to tip, but didn't really tip it and kind of fooled the goaltender, so Balahowski's shot goes in off of his stick, and an assist from Luke Welch, who's still the leading goal scorer and point getter for the Cardinals. So the loss to Evan Bowen, the win to Anita Sowa for FNV, who played all 51 minutes, stopped 20 of 21 shots for a .952 save percentage, and then Bowen stopping 28 of 34 shots for an .824 save percentage. Again, 6-1 our final score. Penalties exactly even with 6 apiece. So again, we have another game tomorrow with the reschedule from yesterday's matchup between Big Rapids and the Sioux, as that will be tomorrow at 7 p.m. here in Ferris State Ice Arena. So thank you for tuning in today for Big Rapids Hockey on the Big Rapids Cardinal Hockey Network on YouTube. But we'll be back tomorrow. 6:45 will be the start of our pregame show for the 7 o'clock puck drop here on Big Rapids Cardinal Hockey.
In need of a trusted, professional, and experienced insurance agent? The things you've worked hard for deserve more than 15 minutes when it comes to insuring them. Let the team at Bleecker Insurance Services take the time necessary to best protect those investments at the lowest cost available to you. 50 years, Bleecker Insurance has represented the most respected companies in the business, and by continuing to add companies like Fremont Insurance, they promise to deliver the results you deserve at a cost you can afford. Visit BleeckerInsurance.com for a free quote today.
Follow all season long, every game, every minute. We're on News Radio 1460, 107.7 WBRN.
Ultra-Care of Big Rapids Spectrum Health, just a few local employers actively hiring CNAs. Misiola Tech Affordable Education for Adults provides industry-recognized credentials to get you hired as soon as possible by local businesses in demand. Become a CNA, an EMT, a medical first responder. Learn from experienced teachers for a very affordable price with financing opportunities for almost everyone in their circumstances. Misiola Tech helps successfully change careers. Misiola Tech helps successfully enhance careers. Visit misiolatech.org for more information. That's MECEOLA Tech.org.
Bing, bang, boom. Before you know it, Michigan winter hits hard. But the cold, snow, and ice don't hit you the hardest. They hit your car the hardest. So get to Ferris Auto Sales and Service of Big Rapids. Let Adam and his crew of Napa certified technicians get your car tuned up and ready to handle the coming weather. Heat, windows, tires, brakes, wipers, oil, transmissions. They do it all. Ferris Auto Sales and Service means the best service quality. Napa service means the best parts. Trust Ferris Auto Sales and Service of Big Rapids. Northland Drive, just north of the airport. Make Thursday night pizza night and get your pizza half off at Big Rapids Bowling Center from 4 to 10 p.m. Or choose from their full menu and carry out or dine in. Big Rapids Bowling Center would love to host your next special event or birthday party. BRBC is open Sunday, noon to 9 p.m., Monday, 2 p.m. to 12 a.m., and Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 12 a.m. They're located on 3rd Avenue on the east side of Big Rapids. For the coldest beer in town, choose Big Rapids Bowling Center. Like and follow them on Facebook. Call 231-598-9344.
Not everyone learns best in a traditional classroom or has the time, resources, or family lifestyle to attend a school. Big Rapids Virtual School offers flexible hybrid learning options for all students from kindergarten through graduation. For 8 years, BRVS has offered an alternative path to high school graduation. COVID challenged us to expand our learning options for all students. Learning can happen at any time, any place, any way, and at any pace. Our program is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with hybrid supports available however you need them, in person and online for all students, grades K-12. Whether you have attended traditional school or are a homeschool family looking to take advantage of the many proven BRVS resources, find us on our webpage for more information and ask how BRVS might support your learning. Go online to brps.org/K12virtual.
There are things you plan for and they never happen. And there are things you never planned for, but they happen anyway. That can be the worst kind of thing to happen. Like a windshield with a crack or a windshield with an itty-bitty chip that will definitely become a big crack as Michigan winter rages on. Who has time for that? A1 Auto Glass. They're reliable, they're local, and they're locally owned. They come to you, and you can get up to $100 rebate on your deductible and a lifetime warranty on installation. A crack? A chip? Call 832-0092, 832-0092.
MOTA, Mecosta Osceola Transit Authority. They're here. They're everywhere. Available with a phone call to take you here to there, including connections to Isabella and Wexford County, Yates and Clare, shopping trips, meetings, appointments, visits, Monday through Saturday. A MOTA green and gold bus can take you where you need to go for as little as $2 with discounts for seniors, veterans, and kids. Call 796-4896 for availability and to confirm your rate. Just call 231-796-MOTA, 796-MOTA.
Oh, my back!
Your back is acting up again. The muscles are sore and stiff. You can hardly bend. Try Ferris Auto Sales and Service to replace your shocks and struts. When you've worn out shocks and struts, the smallest potholes can jar your spine. The smallest bumps can bend your head, flying back into the roof of the car. Don't get CTE and have back pain. Visit the Napa certified techs at Ferris Auto Sales and Service of Big Rapids. They'll get you cruising along pain-free in no time. Ferris Auto Sales and Service, just north of Big Rapids, your Napa service center.
For over 70 years, MEMIC has been protecting educational employees and their families with the most affordable insurance. They provide educators exclusive auto, home, and umbrella coverage. Helping you understand insurance is what they do best. MEMIC has set the standard for above and beyond service, and they look to build a relationship of trust between you and them. Your local agent, Eric Dahm, has been working with MEMIC for 20 years. Call them today at 231-592-4660, 231-592-4660.
Stuck between identities, Douglas Quaid must solve the one mystery that has come to define him.
Who am I? And why is my truck's brakes sound louder than a Westinghouse M27 phase plasma pulse rifle?
Fortunately, his answers would come from a familiar ally.
Of course, Johnson's Automotive. Committed and honest quality work. They fix foreign cars too.
But the race was on.
You think you can beat me? I am the law.
Johnson's Automotive, now showing off Northland Drive, just north of Big Rapids, and always online at johnsonsautopr.com.
AlterCare Big Rapids is hiring certified nurses assistants. Competitive pay, benefits including 401k match, dental, vision, PTO, and much more. Visit AlterCareOnline.com and click the Careers tab in the top right to apply. Join the AlterCare family today.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
It's not that the guys up front at Quality Car and Truck Repair don't like talking with you, but if it's easier or faster for you to make an appointment online for maintenance or repairs, just visit QualityCarAndTruckRepair.com. Quality Car and Truck Repair, 220th Avenue off Perry, just west of 131 Big Rapids.
Listen to Detroit Lions football all season long on News Radio 1460 and 107.7 FM WBRN.
Amtech, Heidecker, Craft Tube, these are just a few of the local businesses actively hiring welders. Misiola Tech, affordable education for adults, provides industry-recognized credentials to get you hired as soon as possible by local businesses in demand. Learn stick, MIG and TIG, and advanced welding from experienced teachers for a very affordable price with financing opportunities for almost everyone in their circumstances. Misiola Tech helps successfully change careers. Misiola Tech helps successfully enhance careers. Visit misiolatech.org for more information. That's MECEOLA Tech.org.
Do you suffer from arthritis, bursitis, tendonitis, or carpal tunnel? Maybe a sports injury has you sidelined. Trust the orthopedic surgeons at West Michigan Surgery Center to get you back in the game. West Michigan Surgery Center offers many of the same advanced orthopedic treatments performed in hospitals at a fraction of the cost, without the wait. West Michigan Surgery Center in Big Rapids. Named among the best ambulatory surgery centers in the country by Newsweek magazine. Visit westmichigansurgerycenter.com today.